people. Kenneth Okonkwo is another confused man. I don't know name to give him now. Whether should I still call him an actor, a comedian, or a politician? Because as he stand now, I don't even know like the area to fix him. Because that guy is so confused. There was a time in 2023, the way he came out, everybody, things he was saying concerning P2B beginning to make sense to people. But as he stands now, he's very, very confused. The man they talk jaja, he's not even talking like onye ṅụrụ mmiri ara nwanyị Biafra. Today he's on P2B side, tomorrow he's on Tinubu side, next tomorrow he's on Wike side. Like, I don't get it. I don't understand. If you want to support someone, you stand and support with your full chest, with your full heart. Not today you are color green, tomorrow you are color blue. My people, look at what Kenneth Okonkwo was saying here. Just watch.
Because of the belief that in 2027 they are going to write the results of election. Nothing else. I mean, it's an absurdity. That people will see a sinking house and they are running into it for shelter.
Well, which one is the sinking house?
APC, obviously.
Why is it a sinking house?
The World Bank report made it clear that Nigerians are going to be poorer till 2027. Have you asked yourself why they stopped at 2027? Because they know that this country is a blessed country. On the day they have very good leader, poverty will dry up. So they have given up on Tinubu's regime, that it's a government that will afflict Nigerians with hunger and hardship until it ends.
The millions who voted Tinubu think he's the best leader.
Well, the millions you're talking about, is it the million that was written or the million that came from where?
Was the election result
Have you seen?
Was it written?
Have you seen the polling unit by polling unit results from INEC for the 2023 presidential election? If you have seen, show me. That's what the law says in section 62, 2, 3 of the Electoral Act. That after the election, INEC should post in its electronic server the polling unit by polling unit results of all the results of the election after it was technically glitched. Have you seen any of such results? Why? Because it was written. So people are running into a sinking house because they believe there is a magic with which the owner and the builder of the house will use to sustain the house. And that's writing results.
So all of the results that Peter Obi got in the elections were written.
Now, interesting question. We had 18,008 polling units that we showed from the IRA portal. We have results we are not posted at all. There is no explanation to it till today. Recall that I said that they wrote the results. The result given to P2B was allocated to him. That's written. Go to River State. Who did? Go to INEC. Go to River State.
But the court said otherwise.
No, the court is not telling you they wrote or they did not write. The court is telling you you did not produce the evidence to show substantial evidence that even if you bring the ones they wrote, that it could change the system. Where will you bring the evidence? When INEC, the only institution that is in custody of such document, refused to bring it out. We were in the court. We subpoenaed them.
So on what basis did they, according to you, did they allocate the result of Peter Obi having over 90-something% of the vote in some part of the Southeast, and it has overwhelming result beating the incumbent, the president at the moment, who is also from Lagos, and he beat him very well in his own state of Lagos?
According to
is that also the part of the plan?
According to the PDP spokesperson in Lagos, he said we won by almost 1 million votes, not by level, in Lagos. So the mere fact that they reduced it to 10,000 difference tells you it was still written. Where's the polling unit by polling unit results of Lagos State election? And the law is that it will be unmutilated. All the results I saw in 2023 are mutilated. You could see majority of them. So it is either you are allocating somebody's result or you're removing some results from his own.
What were your agents looking at when this was going on? Because I imagine that you should have agents at the party across all of the polling units, across the thousands of polling units across the country.
Yes, that is what it ought to be. And even the Electoral Act recognizes that all the parties will not have the resources to have the agents in all the polling units. And that's why the law always uses the word may. Why do you need an agent if you're operating under an INEC that is not corrupt and that will not manipulate the results? It's not the duty of political parties to organize elections. INEC took 400 billion naira to organize election in Nigeria and came out with no results known to any human being.
So you started this conversation by saying the only reason why those who are defecting or moving to the APC are going is to guarantee
that the elections are written in their favor. 2027. In 1999, PDP trained itself to be only the ruling party, and they forecasted they were going to rule for 60 years. So the leadership being terminated within 16 years took them unawares and did not prepare them for the onerous task of being an opposition party. So they became a stomach infrastructure party, and stomach infrastructure party cannot be effective opposition coming to Delta State. And that tells you what I say, that Nigeria can never be one party state. I'll give you the analysis of Delta State. Recall that Senator Ned Nwoko said the only reason he wanted to go to APC because he has a lousy governor who does not know his left from his right and who has broken all the agreements that they had. And then he said he would want to move to APC. where the light is shining. Recall, there is one Omar Gege who loves to be the governor of Delta State and who has been grooming the APC and welcoming people into their fold. Recall that there is a Festus Kayamo who is not really a fan to Omar Gege. And then a governor from nowhere, from PDP, carrying all the people from PDP, moving into the same APC. Can you now see strange bedfellows? Will Ned Nwoko go and now bow to him because automatically he has become a leader of APC, even if he has been there for 24 hours? Recall that Festus Kayamo, the first tweet is to my leader. So, Oborowere now is the leader of APC in Delta State. Will Ned Nwoko now go with his heart to go and bow and fall for him so that in the next election, the governor will support his senatorial ambition? Will Omar Agege pocket his gubernatorial ambition because another leader has come in and may be given the right of first refusal? This is going to implode. We have such a situation in 2019 in Imo State where Rochas Okorocha wanted to put his son-in-law as governor, and APC did not like such scenario. They went and picked Uzodinma. And Okorocha went to AAC and said it was a strategic alliance, it's not anti-party. And in the gubernatorial election, he was not supporting his party, he was supporting AAC. That made PDP to win at the first round before the judicial intervention. So you will expect that APC will implode. That is for sure. You will hear the rumor. Of course, before you hear wars, you hear rumors of wars. Today, it is about rumors of wars. Tomorrow, it will be wars.
You have watched it, right? Then I still have another video I will show you. You will still watch this video and know whether this Kenneth Okonkwo is not confused, whether he's indeed a Biafran, because I don't get it. Anyway, all these politicians, all of them are the same. They are birds of the same feather. There is no difference. None of them is better than each other. All they do, they're just so selfish. Everything they do is about their own selfish interests. They asked him a question on the interview where he went to. Instead of him to stand as a man, and answer the question, he started talking.
Atiku, Tinubu, P2B, they should step aside. Really? Yes. Now, P2B is a man who wants to be too sweet for everybody. He is a man who wants to appear too sweet for everybody. And that is why they are licking him up. Because when the sweet thing is in your mouth, you lick it up. A P2B will say, when he meets an issue, you know, my brother Ken. Meaning, my brother Ken, what you're saying is the truth, but take it easy. Let us take it easy. Are you an obedient? You mean me? Obedient is not a political party. Or it's a movement. No, it's a philosophy. It's a force. That's what I'm saying. It's a philosophy. Now, obedient has done its work in 2023. You are a Labour Party member, not an obedient. I'm a Labour Party member. Yes. But not an obedient right now. No. Are you worried that the obedience will come after you? And then, who told you that obedience come after people?
How does that relate to the question that was asked? How is he related? Look at him. All of them are the same. There is no difference. They are the same. Bird of the same feathers. Or is he coming out to just for us to tag him a new leaf, a new person? That's someone that have changed. He still remains who he is. Or look at Fire. Look at waiting this one, they talk bala bala bala. Just watch and see. Watch.